Hey guys, this is Oren Productions, aka Nona4673, and I am back in Lats in Distress Part 5, I think? Hopefully? Hopefully it's Part 5. I kinda lost count, that's a bad thing. We're going to go to Prince Cell's tower and rescue him, hopefully. Convinced that the dragon will not interfere in my rescue attempts, I call up my magic and levitate myself to the small window of the tower. Cause who needs fucking hair? Sorry, that was not nice. Time to rescue Prince Cell. Oh, Prince Cell probably has long hair. I don't know, but I saw a picture of him, but I've kind of forgotten what he looks like. I think, yeah. But he probably has long hair. How long? Are we talking like Disney's Rapunzel's long, or are we talking like normal long, or whatever? I wonder what the history books will refer to me as for this heroic rescue. I cackle in delight at the thought. I clamber into the room, huffing from the physical exertion and spend energy from the magic used. This tower is much taller than it looks. I hear a frightened squeak behind me and I whirl around to see someone cowering in the corner behind a table. The person seems to be trembling, but their face is so well hidden behind the curtain of beautiful long blonde locks that I can't make out the expression. Don't hurt me! He lifts his head and peeks at me, fear in his eyes. Prince Cell? I approach him cautiously, raising both my hands as to show that I mean no harm. Cell throws out an arm to stop me from advancing. No! Don't come any closer! I know it's you, you evil witch! Your beautiful disguise cannot fool me! Even though it's an inappropriate time, I can't help but smirk. You think I'm beautiful, thanks. What? To my amusement, Cell starts stuttering, his cheek turning suddenly red. I never. Leave me alone, witch! Taking pity on the poor, flustered and frightened prince, I decide not to tease him further. Well, I do know magic, but I'm not the witch who captured you. I'm here to rescue you, Prince Cell. What? Cell's eyes grow impossibly wider, and a glimmer of uncertainty in the depths of those purple eyes. He turns to face me properly. Now greeted by the full view of Prince Cell, I'm surprised by how well he looks. I half expected a half-starved, shabby prince, maybe even insane from the isolation and torture, but Cell looks healthy and clean. His clothing is neat and fitting for a man of his station. Even his flowing blonde hair is kept well, the strands turning golden when they catch in the sunlight. There's no look of madness in his eyes, only fear and apprehension. There's an almost innocent, childlike quality to his expression that I can't put my finger on. You're Prince Cell, are you not? I am. Who are you? Are you an angel? I almost let out a snort of laughter at the ill-timed flirtatious remark when I realized that Cell did not intend for it to be flattery. The look of wonder and reverence dawning on his face urges me to shake my head frantically. No, I'm not. Really. Don't look at me like that. No, you must be an angel. Your beauty is astounding, and there's no way a mere mortal human could ever have made it to this tower. Cell suddenly gasps as though remembering something. How did you get past the dragon? Oh no, what happened to your wings? Did you give up your wings for the dragon as a trade? I watch him baffled as tears start to gather in his eyes. What are you talking about? I'm not an angel. I'm Princess Charming from the Lunar Kingdom. You should have heard of me before. Cell blinks at me with those wide eyes, a look of confusion crossing his face. Look, we have no time to talk. We can discuss this further later. Let's hurry before the dragon comes back. Hurry? Where? I told you I'm here to rescue you. Let's go. I can get you home. I've already climbed halfway up the window when Cell's soft voice causes me to freeze. No, I'm not leaving. Pardon? I must have misheard you. No, I'm sorry, Princess Charming. I know you must come a long way to find me, but I'm not leaving this tower. Why the fuck would you... Why, be nice. Why do you want to stay? There must be a good reason why you don't want to escape from your prison and return home after so long. I don't know how to explain it. Stockholm Syndrome. No. I just don't want to leave. This is my home now. I want to stay here. Stockholm Syndrome. Fuck. This is what we're dealing with now. This is your prison, not your home, Cell. I know you won't understand. Please, just leave by yourself. I can't bear the idea of you getting hurt by the dragon because of me. I will be fine. Thank you so much for coming. It was wonderful to be able to talk to another person again. I exhale loudly in confusion. What is wrong with him? Does he not understand that I'm here to save him? You will really not escape with me? No, I'm sorry, Cell's voice trails off as he smiles apologetically at me. Fine, but I won't leave without you. I stride across the room and lie down on his bed, closing my eyes, stretching my sore muscles. What? Why? I made a promise to myself that I won't return home until I have you with me, safe and sound. So until you give in, I just have to stay here with you. Shifting into a more comfortable position, I pry one eye to peek at him. The bewildered look on Cell's face almost made me burst out laughing. I hope you don't mind my borrowing your bed. It's quite the day. I almost got trampled by a dragon and then almost fell off said dragon's back a dozen times. I need some rest. Now if you'll excuse me, good night. Before Cell can protest, my dreams has already claimed me and I drift off into a restless sleep. Wow, that is quite genius. Yawning, I try to rub the grogginess from my bleary eyes, blinking slowly. I am so tired. I must have overdone it yesterday and used up most of my more magic than I had thought. Oh well, I can rest again later, but for now I need to check on that Prince Cell. Stretching like a cat, I try to convince myself to leave the comfortable bed, when my hands suddenly bump against warm flesh. Of course he's in the bed with us. This is an atomic game. That happens when there is a bed. One bed, one room, two people. That's what happens. It's one of the rules. One of the unspoken rules. I turned my head to investigate and let out a scream of surprise at the sight of Cell's sleeping face next to mine, much too close for comfort. He's cuddled up next to me, his arm lying casually across my stomach, his steady breath blowing against my hair. He must have climbed into bed with me and falling asleep next to me sometime in the middle of the night without my noticing. If it were any other time, I would probably be fascinated by the strangely peaceful, sweetly innocent expression on his face as he sleeps, but right now I'm too horrified by our proximity in bed. Pushing away from him and scrambling out of bed, I create a fireball in my palm, holding it out to him as a threat. What are you doing? Why were you in bed with me? How dare you? What were you thinking? At the commotion, Prince Cell slowly awakens, gazing up at me with half-closed eyes. Huh? I said, why were you in bed with me? I was tired and needed a place to sleep. In this bed? When I was already in this bed, fast asleep. But where else was I supposed to sleep? It's my bed. Cell blinks at me with those wide, innocent eyes, his brows furrowed in confusion. If it weren't for his genuine expression of bewilderment, I thought he was playing dumb on purpose to get out of trouble, but the look on his face tells me that he honestly doesn't understand what he did wrong and why I was so upset. I let out a growl of frustration, letting the flames disappear in my palm. I did not anticipate this when I saw Prince Cell out. Looks like I failed to account for how his socializing skills and sense of propriety might have suffered due to being isolated for 9 long years. I'm sorry. Cell's meek voice and expression makes him look like a kicked puppy. I can feel my anger wavering. It's fine, it's just a misunderstanding. I should have been more clear when I took your bed to sleep in. But the next time, if I'm asleep in your bed, please don't scare me by climbing into the bed like that. I understand. I am truly sorry for causing you any shock and upsetting you. It wasn't my intention to do so, really. Are you going to leave now? Cell tries to hide me, but I can hear the disappointment and fear in his voice. My heart clenches in pity. It must have been difficult living alone for so many years without a soul to talk to. It's a wonder he hasn't gone mad already. No, I'll stay. Like I said, it's just a misunderstanding, so I'm sure it won't happen again. I told you I won't leave until I'm convinced you to leave with me. You won't be able to persuade me, but I'm still selfishly glad that you're staying. I have enjoyed your company greatly. The sincere sweetness of Cell's smile stops me from making a sassy remark about how I couldn't have been good company considering I was asleep for almost the entire time I've been here. Please let me make it up to you this morning. How? Let me cook for you. Please sit back and relax until breakfast is ready. You can cook here? I look around the room more carefully this time and finally notice the fireplace near the bed, which has some pots hanging above it. Sort of. Enough to keep myself alive. What are you talking about? You can make good food there. I am sorry it won't be anything fancy, but I've gotten quite good at making eggs and bacon. Hopefully you will enjoy it. Where do you get the ingredients for cooking? The dragon usually brings me supplies once a week. In fact, he should be arriving any time. It's been a week and my supplies are running low. The loud sound of flapping wings caused both Cell and I to look out the window at the same time. Speak of the devil. Suddenly he whirls around and with an urgent expression, he grabs my shoulder and starts steering me towards the wardrobe, ignoring my protest. Quick, hide! What? Why? You can't let the dragon see you! Hide in the wardrobe! Quickly, he's coming! Shoving me through the open doors of his wardrobe, he slams them shut, casting me into the darkness. Seriously, let me out, Cell. I'll be fine. No, I won't let the dragon hurt you. Please stay in there until I tell you it's safe to come out. Pushing at the door, I manage to notch it open so I can peek through the crack into the room. I can barely make out Cell's figure near the window as the dragon hovers outside, a big basket of food in his mouth. Cell's walking stiffly with a surprisingly somber expression, takes the bag solemnly from the dragon and sets it on the floor. Thank you. Stop going through your supplies so fast. I hate having to fly so far distance to find more food and ingredients for you. Though I suppose it's good to feed you. If you have more meat in that body of yours, you'll be tastier when I finally roast you to eat. I barely hold back a gasp at the dragon's threat, as well as the small puff of flames he makes to make his point. I make a mental note to chastise him for that later, even though judging from the whipping of his tail and an elegant gleam of humor dancing in his eyes, I suspect his threat was merely playful. Cell looks visibly shaking, his frame trembling a little even as he straightens his back. I watch as Cell moves around so that he's standing directly in front of the wardrobe, blocking it from the dragon's view. Is he trying to hide me from the dragon to protect me? Even though his attempts are foolish, I can't help but feel warm at his considerate, sweet gesture, especially seeing how afraid he seems to be of that dragon. Thank you for the supplies. Please leave. I will be preparing my breakfast now. You're no fun. Well, before I leave, I have a question to ask. Have you seen a pink-haired girl around here? Cell freezes, his voice coming out a little strangled. No, why would you ask? Who is that? Really? Oh, no, was she lying to me so she can make her escape? Without even bothering to say goodbye, the dragon flies off, the gust of wind from his flapping wings almost knocking Cell to the ground. When the coast is clear, Cell pulls open the wardrobe doors and helps me out. He's gone now. It's safe. I'm sorry for pushing you into the wardrobe. I know that was really rude. Just don't do it again. I can take care of myself, you know. After all, I'm the one here to rescue you, when so many others have failed before. I instantly regret what I had said when I see the shadow clouding Cell's eyes. Hastily, I changed the subject with a false bright smile. So you've got new supplies, right? Are you still cooking breakfast for me? Yes, of course. I said I would make it up to you for this morning. Please, just relax on the bed and wait. It should be done soon. Cell rushes off towards the basket of food and starts pulling out the ingredients he needs. I settle down on the bed as I watch him fan the fire at the fireplace and busy himself with cooking. Should I tell him that I can easily make a meal with magic in half the time required? I open my mouth to let him know, but right then Cell turns to look at me and shoots me such a sweet and happy smile. Such a sweet and happy smile that I close my mouth wordlessly. He looks enthusiastic and cute for cooking for me. That's so... okay, I can't read. I'm so sorry about that. He looks so enthusiastic and cute cooking for me that I don't have the heart to tell him. Besides, I need to recover my magic after overdoing it yesterday. It would not be wise to waste it on making food for us right now. I've almost dozed off pleasantly when the delicious smell of bacon hits me. Breakfast is ready. Sorry for the wait. There are 2 plates of food on the table, with Cell standing at the side, a satisfied smile on his face. I sit in the chair beside him and pick up a fork. Thank you. It looks delicious. Taking a small bite, I make an appreciative sound. It tastes delicious too. You're a great cook, Cell. Alright, I have to end the episode here. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.